course, am the Legendary SMYLZ. Now, yesterday, when I was taking my my Twitter shit, I seen a news article about the actor Rami Malek falling off the stage at the Oscars, and I remember saying in the my first GoPro video that I was amazed that somebody actually took the time out to write an article at Huffington Post and publish it just to talk about a guy falling and getting back up. Well, this morning, the same shit kind of happened. I was taking my Twitter shit. That's how I get my news in the morning, because I don't have time to watch the news. So while I'm taking my morning shit before work, I just scroll through Twitter trying to catch up on some news. Some of the headlines draw my attention, some don't. But another instance just happened where when I read the headline of the article, I was amazed that somebody would actually take the time out and write an article about that. And I feel like this is going to be one of those ongoing series, so I might as well start it now. It's called Useless News. So I was taking my Twitter shit, and I came across a news article by NBC News. This one doesn't have the author. Oh, it's a video. Okay. This one doesn't have the author on it, so I'll just read the headline. Jung smokes cigarette on his way to Hanoi summit with Trump. That's the headline. The headline is about a man smoking a cigarette. That's all it is. It's about a man smoking a cigarette. That's the Kim Jong-un smokes cigarette on his way to Hanoi summit with Trump. And they have a picture of him smoking a cigarette. Now, of course, me being me, I'm once again amazed that somebody would actually take the time out and write an article. Somebody over that person had to read it and proofread it and decided whether it was good to go to publish. And they published it and they tweeted it and it's on their website. Kim Jong-un smokes a cigarette. So I clicked it to see if there was more to it than that. And I'm going to read to you the entire article. This is the entire article that NBC News tweeted. Kim Jong-un was caught on camera enjoying a pre-dawn cigarette at a train station in southeast China as he journeyed toward his Hanoi summit with Donald Trump. That is the entire fucking article. Somebody wrote that one paragraph after seeing the picture of Kim Jong-un smoking a cigarette. Somebody wrote that entire paragraph, submitted it to their superior. Their superior read it and said, yes, this is good to go. This is good enough to make news. This is newsworthy. Let's send it on our website. Let's tweet it out. And they did it. And I'm sitting here reading it on my iPhone 5. I need an upgrade. And just like my last video, maybe I'm partially to blame, because I know there's some people out there that look at analytics and decide what stories people respond to on their news outlets, and they can use that data to get the maximum revenue from clickbaits, so they can show the advertisers like look at these numbers of how many people click this story, and we can show advertisers how much views we can get per hit, blah blah blah, and that adds to their ad revenue that they collect from every time somebody hits the button. And I did it. So in a weird way, I'm actually supporting this dumb shit. Not because I'm actually interested in the story about a man smoking a cigarette, but I'm really perplexed and amazed that somebody takes the time to write this. And I know they're doing it because people respond to it. They wouldn't write it if nobody responded to it. I responded to it. And I can see myself doing it in the future, because this is amazing to me. So I'm going to contribute and feed the trolls, and I'm partially to blame for people taking the time out to write this dumb shit. Hey, look, I got a YouTube update. All right, update. Cool. Now, I'm not dumb. I've worked in media officially since 2015. That's about 4 years now. And unofficially longer than that, but I can't specify when because people might get in trouble. But part of my job was to fact check. Whenever I worked in radio, you know, sometimes callers would call, say something, or sometimes we talk about a story, and we always have to get our facts straight before we go on the air. And part of my job was to debunk myths, decipher the real meaning behind headlines, taking sound bites and listen to them in context and all that. And I'm smart enough to know exactly why this story was published. It's to make Donald Trump look bad. What they're trying to imply, even though NBC would never say it, even though the writer of that article would never admit it. The purpose that that article was tweeted is not just for clickbait and ad revenue. It's so they can imply that a meeting with Donald Trump is so stressful that Kim Jong-un has to smoke a cigarette to calm his nerves before meeting with Donald Trump. I didn't even read the replies of the tweet, but I guarantee you that that is the chain of replies that they're gonna get. There are going to be people on Twitter that says, yeah, I would have to smoke a cigarette too before I had to meet with Donald Trump. Oh, he's so stressed out because Donald Trump is such a stressful person or a bad person or evil person that even an evil dictator like Kim Jong-un has to smoke a cigarette to meet with him. That's what they're trying to imply. I know that for a fact. But just at face value, even if that was the case, even if Kim Jong-un really had to smoke a cigarette to meet with Donald Trump, which he probably just needed a cigarette. Not necessarily because he's meeting with Trump, but maybe he just wanted to smoke a cigarette. But the fact that a man smoking a cigarette is newsworthy in these times, in this age, in this day, that is amazing to me. It does not look like humanity is gonna do good in the future. That was megabytes. That was storage space. That was time and energy committed to a man smoking a goddamn cigarette. Useless news. I'm out.